Welcome to the show. Fulham, still in with a chance of automatic promotion, were back on home territory for a Friday night encounter with already relegated Sunderland at Craven Cottage. A chance to put the pressure back on Cardiff City. Aston Villa and Derby County faced each other at Villa Park. Villa had won their last 3 fixtures without conceding. Derby had beaten Cardiff to end the run of 3 straight defeats. Middlesbrough were attempting to confirm their place in the end-of-season playoffs. The visitors to the Riverside Stadium were Millwall, who were also targeting the top 6. Let's start at Craven Cottage. Commentary comes from Andy Clark.
Fulham, this is a must-win. A draw will be enough to take them back into second above Cardiff, but with just 1 game left after this, maximum points are required. If Djukanovic's men can take 6 points from these last 2 games, then just 1 slip from Cardiff and they go up automatically. Sunderland's fate was sealed last week thanks to 2 late goals from Burton at the Stadium of Light. The Black Cats will be playing in League One next season. Well, clearance from Steele, nodded down. That's a lovely turn there from Osoro, who hits a shot early and finds a corner, and Sunderland go into the lead. Well, not many people would have expected that. But that is a quality goal. And on his 19th birthday as well. And this was most certainly not in the script that the Fulham supporters had read on their way to the ground tonight. Good first touch. The defender just gets a little bit too tight, maybe. Allows him just to roll away. Ejaria goes down, an outstretched leg. The referee says no, it was Ream, I think, who maybe got slightly lucky there. Fulham are trying to play their way out from the back. They haven't had a great deal of joy with this so far tonight. They just keep giving the ball away, and well, they've done it again, inviting pressure onto themselves. Osoro, Ream stands firm that time, to the approval of these Fulham fans. Piazon manages to keep possession, but that's another poor ball forward, and they've surrendered it almost immediately. Looking to line up the overhead kick, didn't quite come off camera, with a good layoff there, and immediately he's on his bike and into the right-hand channel. Picks up the ball, has a look inside. Who's he got? Fredericks on the charge. Great ball into Fredericks, gets to the byline, and Piazon gets the equaliser. A swift counter-attack from Fulham, and all of a sudden, after that penalty appeal earlier on, they are back level. Touch from the goalkeeper, who's a bit unlucky, to be honest. And here is that earlier incident. They feel that that should have been a penalty, and they definitely have a point. There was contact there, it's undeniable. Well, that's the kind of thing that happens when you're down at the bottom. Sessegnon with the ball inside, just lifted forward by Johansson. Kearney, I thought, might take that on with his right foot. Piazon. Camara, still Camara. Good save on the near post there from Steele, but again, pace and power from the number 47, who's had a real impact since coming on 5 minutes before half-time. Sunderland's corner, chested down. That was very, very well done, and Fulham could be in business here. There's plenty of Sunderland players stranded quite far up the pitch. Sessegnon. That's not a great ball. But Fulham get it back. Fredericks really does add that attacking threat. Left-footed effort from Kearney. Isn't far away, I don't think, from the reaction of the supporters behind the goal. Struck with the left foot, just needed it to come back, and didn't quite come back far enough. Fulham bossing possession since half-time, need to try and convert it into a goal. They don't need to get impatient, though. There is still plenty of time. And there's a free kick. Just clipped there, camera. Peter Banks, quick to award it. And it's the right foot there that does the damage. So Johansson will just float this one in, I think, to the far post. Indeed he does. Mitrovic with a header. And Fulham go into the lead. A straightforward goal from a set piece. Not a good one for Sunderland to give away. This is what they came to see tonight. And as the ball's played in there, he is offside. Leaning into an offside position, and he has a look at the assistant immediately as soon as he hits the back of the net. He maybe knew, but if you're looking to go up, and that's the kind of thing you need, a decision to go your way. Well, Sunderland will just pump this towards the edge of the penalty area, and the whistle goes with the ball in mid-air, and you can hear the celebrations around Craven Cottage. One match to go. They've jumped up into second place. I'll have to wait and see what happens with Cardiff over the weekend. But Fulham have done what they needed to do here. Fulham 2, Sunderland 1.
Aston Villa against Derby is our next featured game. Lee Jarvis is the commentator.
A win for Derby County over Cardiff City on Tuesday pushed the Rams back into the playoff positions. With 2 games to go, they'll be hoping to stay there. Victory over Aston Villa is a necessity, but it certainly won't be an easy one. Aston Villa know they'll most likely finish in 4th spot, but they'll want to keep the momentum to ensure they're on form heading into those end-of-season playoffs. Weimann just in a tangle with Taylor, comes out the better and plays the ball to Cameron Jerome, who still had a lot to do, but finds the bottom corner. What a start for the away side. 14 minutes gone, the best chance of the game. It falls to Derby County and Cameron Jerome, who has his 3rd goal in 2 games. And what was Taylor doing here defensively? Gave away the ball. Cameron Jerome did so well to pick out the bottom corner. Derby County lead. With it all to do, they will still have faint hopes of making those automatic promotion places. Hourihane, they'll need victory here though. Snodgrass, Derby with some defending to do. They have done since that opening goal. Grealish plays the 1-2 with Graben. Grealish gets it back. Saved by the foot of Scott Carson. Grealish created it all himself. Graben did well to hold the ball up. He'll be disappointed he didn't find the back of the net from there. Whelan out wide to Hourihane. Headed away. Cameron Jerome with the missed control. Means that Derby couldn't counter. Adoma could be in here. Can he pick out Graben? All the way across the 6-yard box. Snodgrass, El Mohammadi, and off the crossbar. Well, Graben has had his chances in this game so far already. Adoma did well to play that ball across. Possibly a mix of Carson and Davis got that first chance away. And then Graben struck the crossbar. Derby won the reverse fixture 2-0 thanks to goals from Weimann and Russell in December. They're still leading by a goal to 0 here. You do feel they'll need a second goal. Could they get one here on the break? Weimann switches the play out to Lawrence. He brings the ball down expertly. Weimann gets past one challenge. Shot saved by Johnson and then cleared by John Terry. That second goal could be crucial for Derby County. They need the points if they're to stay in those playoff positions. Lawrence did well to get away from Chester. Vidra gave the ball to Aston Villa. Grealish shows his strength. Nobody could get a touch in an Aston Villa shirt, but it did go behind for a corner. What can Aston Villa create from this? They want to get on with it. Hutton. Out to Graben. His tame cross strikes Huddleston. Back out to Hutton again. has time and space to put this ball into the middle, looking for Kodja. Hurahan volleys it down into the ground and over the top of the crossbar. Really should have done better from there. It was a dangerous ball in, headed across, and Hurahan can't believe he missed that chance. It's all Aston Villa now, hunting that equalising goal. Snodgrass chips it into the middle again. This time it's Kodja who misses an opportunity, striking the post from just a couple of yards out. Will they come any closer, Aston Villa, to finding an equalising goal in this one? They still want to get on with it. Grealish goes short yet again. The Derby defence slow to close down. Grealish has it back and takes on Hansen. Back to Hurahan, who strikes it towards goal. Falls to Grabban. 1-1. Aston Villa finally breached the Derby County defence. It's been coming in this game. With just 6 minutes to go, Aston Villa are level. Now, can they go on to win it? Hurahan's effort was well saved by Carson, and then it was put on a plate for Grabban from John Terry's layback. Wisdom maybe should have cleared it there, wasn't able to. Grabban couldn't miss. Will there be one last chance for Derby County? Will be so disappointed that they are level in this game, and that is it. There's the full-time whistle. A very good game. Cameron Jerome with the opening goal, and then Derby had so much defending to do. They did it well until the 84th minute when Lewis Grabban popped up with an equaliser. Could it still be an important point, though, in Derby County's season? Final score, Aston Villa 1, Derby County 1.
To Middlesbrough's meeting with Millwall, Ollie Wilson describes the action.
The playoffs are on the line tonight at the Riverside Stadium. 3 points separate Middlesbrough and Millwall, but Borough are in the top 6 while the Lions are on the outside looking in. If Neil Harris's side are to have a chance on the last day of the season to sneaking into the playoffs, a win tonight is the best way to go about it, and they'll be keen to bounce back from their loss against Fulham, while Tony Pulis knows it's win and they're in for his side. Long ball forward. Lovely touch by Assombalonga to bring it under control. Gets a little bit of luck, and in off the inside of the near post. The perfect start for Borough, and Britt Assombalonga breaks the deadlock after 11 minutes. That will surely help settle the nerves around the Riverside Stadium this evening. He took it so well in the end. Just route one, long ball over the top. And Assombalonga onside. Lovely first touch, came back to him kindly. 2 goals in 2 games for the forward. He's 15th in the league this season, and it could be a big one for Borough, that's for sure. Through the legs of Hutchinson. No chance for Jordan Archer at the near post. Didn't the manager like that as well? Howson goes to Downing. There's George Friend. There's the goal scorer, Assombalonga. Middlesbrough being patient, waiting for opportunities to open up. Good turn by Besic, happy to move it inside into the space given to him. Downing. He's allowed to come forward and he could pull the trigger. Deflects away for a corner. They're just opening up Millwall and allowing Borough to have shots from range. Good defending in the end, just getting his body in the way. Tunnicliffe. Morrison shoved off the ball as he tried to bring it under. And he stayed down, the Millwall captain, but Borough will continue to play on. It's a lovely ball over the top to Traore, in behind. Never caught it cleanly. Under pressure from James Meredith. Did just enough to come across and prevent him getting a clean shot at goal. It's a great first touch. It's a shame the second was lacking. friend to Downing. Oh, that's a mistake by the keeper, and that's 2-0. Johnny Howson capitalises on Jordan Archer's mistake. A real lack of communication at the back for Millwall. The goalkeeper looks at his defence. Jake Cooper perhaps got in the way. But Archer should really be collecting this cross from Downing. Slips off his fingers. And Johnny Howson is there. His first league goal since New Year's Day. And I'll dare say it's one of the easiest finishes that he'll ever have to put away. A moment that Archer won't want to see again. Still no way through the wall of red, and Borough urged to press on. Bamford, can he put the icing on the cake? Sends it wide of the target, just never had the curl to find the far top corner. Howson still trying to push his way through. Borough denied a chance to get their third. It's not going to matter anyway, though. Paul Tierney brings this one to an end. The Riverside is jubilant because Middlesbrough have booked their place in the playoffs. 2 goals, one from Assombalonga and one from Howson on a disappointing evening for Millwall. They will have 3 points and a 9-goal gap between Derby to make up on the final day of the season. But Borough celebrate. The final score, Middlesbrough 2, Millwall 0.
Title winners Wolves were held at home by Sheffield Wednesday. The champions, on the back of a 4-0 win over Bolton, were chasing a 5th victory in a row. Benicophobe enjoyed one of their better scoring opportunities. Diogo Jota, another who threatened to break the deadlock. It ended in stalemate. Wolves, though, with plenty to celebrate in a season to remember for all the right reasons. Cardiff City are back in 2nd place in the Championship table. They won away at Hull City. Sean Morrison made the difference. He headed the Bluebirds in front. A second followed for Neil Warnock's team. The same player provided it. Morrison again made his mark, and a highly significant victory for Cardiff, who were closing in on automatic promotion. Preston celebrated victory at Bramall Lane. 1 goal enough to defeat Sheffield United. Alan Brown was the match winner, and the Lily Whites are 2 points adrift of the top 6. Barnsley moved out of the bottom 3 with a home win over Brentford. Kiefer Moore with the Tykes opener. What appeared a cross drifted into the net. Ollie McBurney then saw his header going off the post. A huge boost in their battle to beat the drop, but Brentford's playoff hopes are at an end. Bristol City are another club who had hopes of finishing in the top 6, but they also miss out after a goalless draw at Nottingham Forest. Forest could have won it from the penalty spot after Ben Osborne was fouled, but Lee Tomlin, playing against his former club, couldn't convert the opportunity. A final home appearance for Wes Hoolahan in Norwich City colours, and his side fell behind at Carrow Road. Calvin Phillips gave Leeds United the advantage. Hoolahan marked the special occasion with the equalising goal. Josh Murphy weighed in with the Canaries winner, and a 2-1 success for Alex Neil's side. Reading remain in deep trouble after a heavy home defeat by Ipswich Town. Martin Waghorn opened the scoring for the visitors. The club, who recently parted company with Mick McCarthy, doubled their lead through Jordan Spence. A third came courtesy of substitute Freddie Sears, his first goal in 39 games, and no way back for the Royals. Callum Connolly completed the scoring in stoppage time. Birmingham City are not safe yet after defeat at Loftus Road. They led through an 8th goal of the campaign for Che Adams and his first away from home. A first senior goal from Bright Asayes Samuel brought QPR level. Luke Freeman then set up Elias Chair, and the hosts led for the first time in the contest. Substitute Matt Smith made his presence felt. He scored their third, and the Blues' fate will be decided on the final day. A third victory in a row for Nigel Clough's Burton Albion. Hope Akpan put the Brewers in command. Lucas Akins with the second of the match to give them real hope of championship survival. An untidy goal, that won't bother Clough, as his team are level on points with Barnsley with a game to go. The top of the championship table looks like this. Wolves lead the way from Cardiff, with Fulham third, Aston Villa fourth, Middlesbrough fifth and Derby sixth. Bolton drop into the bottom three. Sunderland, relegated, prop up the division. Burton Albion are also in the relegation places. Wigan Athletic must wait to secure the League One title. They were held at home by AFC Wimbledon. Joe Pigott gave the Dons the initiative as they look to confirm their future in this division for another season. Michael Jacobs with Athletics equaliser, and next weekend they'll hope to go up as champions. Blackpool, looking for a 5th win in a row, held Shrewsbury. The Shrews ahead with Sam Jones on the scoresheet. Blackpool guaranteed a point with an equalising goal from Nathan Delfonso. Charlton recorded a single-goal success over already promoted Blackburn at the Valley. The ball deflecting in off Jason Pearce to give the Addicts all 3 points. Elsewhere, Scunthorpe relegated MK Dons with a 2-0 victory, and Northampton Town are effectively down after a 1-0 loss at Walsall. Wigan top the table from Blackburn with Shrewsbury third, Rotherham fourth, Charlton fifth and Scunthorpe in 6th place. At the bottom, Rochdale could yet escape. Northampton Town need a massive goal difference swing to stay in the division. Accrington Stanley are confirmed as League Two champions. They needed a point against Lincoln, but Jordan Clark gave them all 3 with a Stanley winner. A remarkable achievement for a club who will be playing in League One next season. Luton Town beat Forest Green Rovers 3-1. No surprise that Danny Hilton was once again among the goals and has 23 now for the season. Christian Doidge is another prolific goal scorer. He levelled for Forest Green Rovers. 2 late goals gave the Hatters victory. Ollie Lee put them back in front. And Peli Ruddock Mapanzu confirmed the win, and Luton could celebrate finishing 2nd in the table. Wycombe Wanderers secured promotion with victory at already relegated Chesterfield, where they had to come from behind. A Michael Harriman own goal gave the Spirites the initiative. Nathan Tyson levelled matters. Dominic Gape put the Chairboys 2-1 in front. The goal they craved, and Wycombe could celebrate a special day in the club's history. Elsewhere, Barnet kept their hopes of Football League survival alive with a 1-0 victory at Morecambe, while Coventry won 6-1 at Cheltenham. Accrington Stanley champions and League Two leaders from Luton Town. Wycombe third, Exeter are fourth, Notts County fifth, Coventry 6th and Lincoln City 7th. Relegated Chesterfield are bottom of the table. Barnet remain in the bottom 2, but could still survive on the final day. That's it for this week. We'll see you next time.